Hi everybody. Here's some news from our neck of the woods. A local state of emergency has been declared in the Winlaw area of the Kootenays, and an evacuation order is expected after a tanker carrying 35,000 liters of jet fuel flipped and went into Lemon Creek on Friday. The accident happened sometime in the late afternoon as a private tanker truck was headed north on the Lemon Creek Forest Service Road. What on earth is a private tanker truck doing hauling jet fuel in the Kootenays? There are no jets in the Kootenays, folks. Now, what's interesting about this tanker truck is it was headed north, not on a highway, but the Lemon Creek Forest Service Road, north of Nelson in the Slocan Valley. What on earth was a tanker with jet fuel doing on a Forest Service Road in the Kootenays, where you have no jets, none at all? It's still unclear how the truck went off the road, but McPherson said the tanker and the 35,000 liters of fuel on board is now in the creek, which feeds into Slocan River. So that means all the water is going to be contaminated. If you get your water from Slocan River, it's going to be contaminated by Lemon Creek, which feeds into Slocan River. Terrible disaster, terrible. Crews remained on the scene late Friday, trying to set up a containment system for the spilled fuel. It looks like an evacuation order is going to be issued for residents just because of the potential of health concerns if the jet fuel fumes are inhaled, not to mention the water. Emergency responders were going door to door in the nearby town of Winlaw to notify residents. There's no details on how many residents might be affected. Okay? The evacuation order would be issued temporarily until the fumes dissipate. Well, fumes dissipate pretty damn quick, excuse me, but he couldn't comment on the extent of the spill and how much of the contaminated water might end up in residential homes, but said there are definitely water users and residential intake systems downstream from the location of the spill. The fuel was being transported to emergency crews working on fires just north of Perry Ridge, McPherson said. So what were they using the jet fuel for fighting fires? There's no jets that come down and spray water on fires. So what on earth was the jet fuel for? Now I have to tell you that I live right on the highway that goes towards Winlaw. And we have been noticing these oil tanker trucks on our highway, even trucks that have two tankers together. And my first reaction was, well, we never had those tankers before on our highway. We have a lot of logging trucks and other trucks, but we don't usually have oil tankers. So I couldn't figure out why do we have oil tankers, and where is this oil coming from? Why is it coming on our highway? Because in order for the oil to get here from Alberta, they'd have to go through Golden, through Revelstoke, take a ferry to get down to our highway to ship oil to the United States. So it's a real mystery to me why we've got jet fuel in the Kootenays. Terrible, terrible disaster. Thank you for watching, and I'll post a link below. Marcia signing out.